Hi guys, the topic for this video is plotting straight line graphs. Copy down the title and the date for me, and as a quick starter, what I'd like you to do to answer the first 5 questions. So 5x is it 20 when x is equal to 4? So true or false? And as an extension, those that are false, can you correct them for me, please? So pause the video, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, let's just quickly go through this. So 5x is equal to 20, that's true when x is equal to 4 because 5 times 4 is equal to 20. 3x plus 1 is equal to 9 when x is equal to 2. Let's try that out. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So it's not 9. So that's going to be false. Okay, so if you got 7, then you're correct. Okay, if you corrected it, well done. Question 3. 3x squared is 36 when x is equal to 2. Well, what is 2 squared? 4 times it by 3 is 12. So that's one's also going to be false. The right answer is going to be 12. Okay. 4x minus 5 is 15 when x is equal to 5. So again, substitute when x is equal to 5 into the expression. So 4x would be 4 times 5, which is 20. Subtract 5 is 15. So therefore that one has to be true. And in question 5, 4x squared is 400 when x is equal to 5. So 5 squared is 25 times by 4 would have to be 100, not 400. So that one's going to be false. Okay. So plotting straight line graphs. Let's say, for instance, you may get a question like this: draw y is equal to x plus 2. Well, how can we do this? We can do this using, first of all, we can express the equation as a function machine. So to get y, wherever your x is, you just add 2 each time, okay? So then we use a table of values. You could start off doing your table of values first, okay? So generally, a table of values from -3 to 3 is very reliable, okay? So how can we work out our y? Well, it says here y is equal to x plus 2. So therefore, my first x value, if it's -3, I plus 2. What's -3 plus 2? What would it be? It would be -1, okay? So my first coordinate I've got, my first coordinate or my first point on a graph would be -3, -1. So I continue filling out the table. So -2 plus 2 would be 0, -1 plus 2 is 1, 0 plus 2 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 4, and 5, and so on. So therefore now, you plot each pair of values as a coordinate. So -3 -1 is my coordinate. Remember, how do we plot points on a graph? We go along the corridor, then up the stairs or down the stairs, okay? So along the corridor at -3, and then it's -1, so we go down the stairs at -1. So -2 is 0, so I go along the corridor at -2, and I don't go up or down because it's at ground floor, okay? So it's at 0. And then so on, -1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. Okay, you should be able to plot points on a graph, okay? So after what we do is we just join the points together to make a line, okay? And that's how we can accurately draw the line y is equal to x plus 2, okay? And we also, please never forget, label the actual line on your graph. So my line graph here would be the equation y is equal to x plus 2, okay? So please pause the video and copy down this example in your books for me, please. All right, moving on. Let's look at this one now. Y is equal to x minus 3. What I'd like you to do, so to get y, every time you get an x value, you subtract 3 each time. What I would like you to do is pause the video, complete the table, and draw the graph on your grid, okay? So please pause the video, have a go, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, let's just quickly go through this. So -3 minus 3 would be -6. -2 minus 3 will be -5. -1 subtract 3. Remember, you're going away from 0. You're going to get a bigger negative number. It will be -4, -3, -2, -1, and 3. Okay, because 2 minus 3 is -1. 3 minus 3 is 0. So now you can plot each pair of points. -3, -6, you go along the corridor down the stairs. -2, -5 along the corridor down the stairs. -1, -4 along the corridor down the stairs. 0, -3, just right there. You just go down the stairs. 1, -2, 2, -1, 3, 0. You join the points together to make a line, and there you go. That's all it is. Okay. All right, and then of course you have to label the size. Y is equal to x minus 3. What about this one here? Y is equal to 2x. Well, what does 2x means? 2x, just a little hint, means 2 times x, okay? So what I would like you to do is complete the table of values and draw the graph, okay? So please pause the video, press play when you're ready to carry on. So what we're basically doing here, y is equal to 2x. It basically means if you want to work out what your y is, just multiply all your x values by 2. So minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, minus 2 times 2 is minus 4, minus 1 times 2 is minus 2, 0 times 2 has to be 0, 2, 4, 6, okay? So you just double all of your x values to get your y values. And then after this, you just plot the points together. And you join the points together to make a line. And then finally, you just label the line with your equation y is equal to 2x. That's all it is, okay? One more. So this time now, y is equal to 2x plus 1. So what does that mean as a function machine? So basically, what's going on here, to work out what your y, you need to first, your x value, you times by 2, then you add 1, and then you get your y, okay? So remember, to substitute, you have to substitute what your x values is to work out what your y. So for instance, if my x is 1, I do 1 times 2, which is 2, plus the 1 gives me 3. So my y value will be 3 when x is 1. Okay, so all I'd like you to do again is copy down this equation, draw the grid, draw the table, complete the table. Okay, so have a go, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so minus 3 times 2 is minus 6, but when you're adding 1, it gives you minus 5. Minus 2 times 2, minus 2 times 2 is minus 4, plus 1 gives you minus 3. Minus 1 times 2 is minus 2, plus 1 gives me minus 1 again. 0 times 2 is just 0, add the 1, it gives me 1. 1 times 2 is 2, add the 1 gives me 3. 2 times 2 is 4, add the 1 gives me 5. 3 times 2 is 6, add the 1 gives me 7. So now we can plot each pair of points. Okay, and there you go. Okay, good point here. Look what it says, 3, 7. On my grid, it only goes up to 6. So what do I need to do? You just join the remaining parts. Yeah, you join the points together, okay, that you have already. So 3, 7, I can't fit on my graph because my y-axis only goes up to 6. So that doesn't mean you're wrong. It just means you can't plot that point on that particular grid. So you just plot the other points that you have. So minus 3, minus 5. So that you plot the other 6 points basically. That 7th point there, 3, 7, you can't plot it. It doesn't mean you're wrong. Just use the other 6 points, okay? And of course, you label the side. So you join the points together, and then you label the side. You label the line, sorry, y is equal to 2x plus 1. This one now is a little bit more tricky. Y is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay, what does it mean? So first of all, as a function machine, the reason we're using a function machine is just so that you don't need to do this step here, but it's just to show you what's going on. So 3x minus 4 is equal to y, basically. So to work out what your y is, if you have your x value, you're going to times it by 3 first, because 3x means 3 times x, right? So if you got your x, you times it by 3, okay, and then you subtract 4 to your y. So if x is equal to 2, for example, I do 2 times 3 is 6, minus 4 is 2. So y is equal to 2 when x is equal to 2. Okay, so let's just quickly work this out. So let's complete the table of values. What I'd like you to do, using a function machine, complete the table of values. Then once you've got all the points, plot the points on a graph, join the points together using a line. Okay, so please pause the video, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, this is it. All right, plot each pair of points as a coordinate, and plot the points together, and y is equal to 3x minus 4. Okay. What I'd like you to do now is these particular questions, pause the video, have a go, then press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, these are my tables. That's my points. Put the line together and label the line y is equal to x plus 4. Okay, one more now. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. Actually, we've done this one. y is equal to half x plus 2. Now this one's a little bit more tricky. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide the x values by 2 first, and then you get the 2. So have a go. Press play when you're ready to carry on. Okay, so these are the answers. Remember, you're doing a half. So minus 3 divided by 2 is minus 1.5. Add the 2 gives you 0.5. So this one's a little bit more tricky, but you can use your calculator to help you. Then once you got your points, okay, you plot the points on the graph, join the points together using a line, then label the side. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for listening.